Richician!
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and I'm doing an updated deck profile on my Summon Skull deck. I did make changes to it since last time, and it turns out that I haven't done a profile since October last year. So what are we talking, like 9 months? So yeah, I thought it was about time. I've done the best I could with it, but I feel like this deck needs more support, to be honest. But let me show you what changes I've done to the deck. So first of all, I have 3 copies of Summon Skull himself, the main card, one of my absolute favourite fiend monsters in the game. Then 2 copies of Archfiend's Awakening, one of the best ones. I ended up dropping this down to 2, because I never summoned 3 anyway, well, I wanted to make room for other things. Then 3 copies of Archfiend Commander, still playing that ratio. Then 3 copies of Archfiend Heiress, and 1 copy of Fiendish Rhino Warrior. Then 2 copies of Manju. Now, normally you play 3 of this in a ritual deck, but obviously since I'm using other summoning mechanics, I'm only playing 2 just to try and balance it out. Then 1 copy each of Scorpio and Cobra. I normally prefer playing these at 2, just so if I draw into a Cobra, at least I have another one live. But again, I needed to drop them down just so I could make room for other things. So yeah, it's a risk I have to take, really. And 3 copies of Psychic Wielder, still my only tuner. And the last monster is Dark Necrofear. Yes, I put Dark Necrofear back in. It's just a cool alternative boss monster to bring out. I mean, I play enough fiends, so I thought, why not? Plus it's the same one I won off Weber's 5 when we had that Evil Hero raid boss, so I just had to play this trophy. And that's it for the monsters. On with spells. So for spells, I have 2 copies each of Dark Fusion, and yes, they are original prints, Polymerization and Super Polymerization. So there's not many fusions in the extra deck, so yeah, this is fine. Then I'm playing 1 of each of the ritual spells I'm running, Advanced Ritual Art and Contract with the Abyss, just to try and get some sort of balance and make it easier to bring out Archfiend's Awakening. Then for draw cards I've got Allure, and 2 copies of Celestial Observatory, and Foolish Burial to dump Heiress or Rhino Warrior, and Monster Reborn, Regeki, and Twin Twisters. And that's it for spells. On with traps. Starting with a new edition, which was actually inspired by James's Steel Swarm deck, and that is 3 copies of Sinister Eurisho, which is great for high-level fiends. It's a pretty old card. I think it originally came out in Judgment of the Light as a secret, I think. But anyway, what this does is each turn, 1 level 5 or higher fiend monster you normal summon can be summoned without tributing. And also, if exactly 1 normal summoned or set level 5 or higher fiend and no other cards would be destroyed, I can send this card to the graveyard instead. yeah, this is great, and I couldn't help but think, why did I not think of this sooner? That makes it so much easier to bring out Summon Skull. And even Archfiend Commander, although the only issue is Commander needs to be tribute summoned in order to res a level 6 Archfiend. So yeah, ideally you want to use this to bring out Summon Skull himself. And then of course my usual trap lineup: Mirror Force, Storming Mirror Force, and 2 Solemn Strikes. And that's it for the main deck. On with the extra deck. So the fusions are still the same. A single copy of Starving Venom Fusion Dragon and 2 copies of Archfiend's Manifestation, my favourite of the upgraded forms. And for synchros, I have Goyo Guardian, which I can legitimately summon because Psychic Wielder is an Earth Tuner. Then 2 copies of the other of the best upgraded forms, Archfiend's Call. Then Coral Dragon and Brionac. I love that I'm playing 2 old school synchro monsters in here, despite their errata. It's just awesome. For Exceases, I have number 39, Utopia Beyond, Constella Ptolemy M7, Photon Strike Bouncer, again original print, and Archfiend's Ascent, which unfortunately didn't get to make an appearance in the 2 games I had with Wyvern Watch last night. And now for links: Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix, and a new edition, Muckracker from the Underworld, which I actually pulled from a pack like several months ago. So yeah, if you don't know what this does, I'll explain. So it needs 2 effect monsters. It cannot be used as a link material the turn it is link summoned, and also if a monster you control would be destroyed by battle or a card effect, I contribute a fiend type monster instead. And also I can target a fiend monster in my graveyard except itself, discard a card, and if I do special summon it. Also I cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except fiends. Well, it's a fiend deck, so that is not a problem at all. So this is another great way to bring Summon Skull back from the grave, or his upgraded forms. You can only use this effect of Muckracker once per turn. And yeah, that is it for the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment, share and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. But yeah, like I said, this deck definitely does need new support. I mean, don't get me wrong, the upgraded forms we got 4 years ago now are amazing, but we need more. Yeah, unfortunately this deck can brick at times. Yeah, it's not that easy to make it, but obviously I managed to figure something out here. But yeah, the deck just needs more support, just to make it even better. And then just for fun, of course, throw in a pendulum and a link version of Summon Skull. That would be epic. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.